All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the 89 Cavs. I want to share this comment in the chat, and then we'll get started. So, Ian, shout out Ian from Ireland. He says it's our first time watching 89 Cavs. Who's this? And then Stubbs says it's a Papa Shot GOAT, a basketball pickup game legend, and Mike.
Shout out Adam one time. Shout out Ireland, man. Shout out Ireland.
Shout out Ireland.
All mezcal and Io and all of that. Io fake Irish, in case people ain't know.
I love it. I love it. All right, we got so much to get into. There's so much going on. Steve, where do you want to start? Where do you lead the way?
So if you guys don't know by now, I work at a music venue. I'm not going to disclose the music venue, but we host a lot of private events. And this private event, everybody management was like, you guys got to be on your P's and Q's. We have a lot of A-list celebrities. So I was like, yo, what's up? So a security guard comes up to me and he's like, yo, my man's Antman is pulling up. Antman is pulling up. And I'm like, yo, Anthony Edwards? And I swear to God, the manager goes, no, nigga, Paul Rudd. And I was just like, oh, you can tell what kind of person I am that I instantly thought it was Anthony Edwards.
I don't know. You know what, though? I'd say in 2024, when the vast majority of people over the age of 18 say Ant-Man, I think they might be thinking Anthony Edwards now.
That's what I thought. I forgot Paul Rudd was in Marvel because his hero is kind of whack. But
yeah,
I thought for 1 second I was going to meet Anthony Edwards at my job. And I got a little excited. I ain't going to lie to you.
Hey, man, I thought we had more respect for Paul Rudd. Not just,
you know what?
Ant-Man.
You know what? Yeah. Oh, okay. I was gonna say yes. We do have more respect for Paul Rudd, and that's why none of us were like, "Oh, it's Paul Rudd." We would have been like, "Slapping a bass man is gonna be here." And I would have been like, "Hell yeah!"
Shout out him because he left the hefty tip for the work because he was a nice guy, very nice dude. Shout out Paul Rudd.
Oh, did you interact with him at all? Now I'm turned into like,
yo, I'm not gonna.
Yo, how was he though?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you my little meeting with Paul Rudd. He comes in. I said, "How's it going? Welcome to blank blank where I work." And then I'm like, "What's your last name?" Rudd. How you going? How's it going, man? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Kind of chilly. Yeah, it's pretty chilly. I was like, what's your first name? Paul. Yeah, you're good to go. Have a nice one, sir. That was literally how I met Ant-Man, and it was cool.
That's good. Prefer that than it going poorly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He was cool.
Oh, I love that. Wow, Paul Rudd right off the right. Yeah, I would have assumed Anthony Edwards though.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But hey, Marvel got the chokehold on the game, on the world, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry, I was gonna ruin it. I was like, yeah, so much so that they had to fire somebody.
Okay. Let's not get spicy.
Too soon. We gotta talk Ant-Man though. He is out of control right now.
Yeah, I think Ant-Man might be fucked. If I could say that currently.
Yeah.
Yo, Michael Jordan said he plays like him. Ooh. Yo, that means if you don't win anything in the hyper insanely competitive Western Conference, you're gonna always have to know Michael Jordan said, "Yeah, we play the same." He's fucked. He's fucked.
So, Steve, you sent that to us earlier today, and I interpreted that entirely different. Like, I thought you meant he was getting like the Kwame Brown kiss of death.
No.
I thought you meant as a talent evaluator, he's just always dead wrong. That's what I thought.
No. I wish I meant that, but it's more like the Western Conference is crazy. The Thunder is crazy. Denver is crazy. Clippers are crazy. Like, are we really gonna think the Minnesota? Like, I would like to see the Minnesota Timberwolves get out of it, but it's like you're not beating these juggernauts, dog.
You know what? Though?
You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this though. So I kind of think what's nice about him being in Minnesota is if they give us like a Sacramento Kings type run where they just kind of lose a competitive, they got to win the first round. They can't lose in the first round. But if they lose like a competitive series in the second round, you think anybody's mad?
No. If you make it to the second round, bro, yo, we've been gassing Chris Paul. And I don't remember the last time he made the Western Conference Finals was like 2021, 2021. He was just in the second round getting clipped, and we was like point guard, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
It's if you can't get out the first round, it's such a negative thing that follows you. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I Did you guys watch any of that Denver game last night?
Yo,
Nah, I missed it.
Yo, it was an amazing game. It
Yo,
was a great game.
like Kyle Anderson starting at center.
Yo, but hold on.
No, they had no Cat. They had no Rudy. Nas Reed was like battling a concussion. Like Kyle Anderson was out there. Which Kyle Anderson, shout out Kyle Anderson, who's gonna have like a second career in just reacting to stuff. Because his reacting to Antman Duncan was one of the funniest things.
It was so funny.
But they were on a back-to-back with literally no bigs, and they almost beat Denver.
So that was crazy to me, but the craziest thing is like, yo, my man from Iowa, Luka Garza, you gotta stop throwing that shit up. Yo, he was throwing it up whenever he had an opportunity. And it's like, yo, bro, just swing it. Swing it one time for me, please.
I think we've talked about Luka Garza before, right? Because he was my summer league MVP, where that man every time he was on the bench, just kind of like. And then
It's his eyebrows, bro.
In the second he got into the game, he'd almost hit his chest a little too hard, and I was like, "Oh, he's gonna kill someone like UFC. He's gonna fight Jake Paul.
He's a go hard.
Yeah,
for sure, absolutely.
He was a Detroit Piston for a little bit, right, Justin?
Yeah, I think they drafted him, and then he was in this G League team for a year, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, so he was on the Pistons. I always thought he was Minnesota. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, he is a crazy man.
But I know you were saying they didn't have their full roster. I don't think that's anything. I don't think it's like a red flag between the teams. It's just like they were just playing hard, but I don't think like you should think lesser than like what the Nuggets could do, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh no.
Yeah.
I thought Minnesota was gonna get smoked in that game.
Yo, for sure.
And so the fact, like, I know
For sure.
moral victories, like whatever, but I was surprised it was as close as it was. Like,
Yeah.
like they had a real like, and that it goes back to Ant. Like Ant is taking a leap. He's averaging like over 29 points since Cat went down a game.
Yeah, but I think all the like I feel like Minnesota has like a lot of pesky dudes. What's his name? Like Nicholas Alexander. He's hella fucking annoying.
That's SGA's cousin.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Oh my, his cousin is annoying on defense. Even like McDaniels is like hella fucking annoying. Like they just have a whole bunch of dudes that just be in your face. So it made sense for them to like have that close match. But it's like I thought Denver was gonna like at least hit them with like 15, 20 win. But I'm, you know me, number one Denver hater. So I was like, come on, guys.
You here for it?
I'm
that last minute was like 2K too, because it was like the computer decided like, oh, you're not gonna win by 8. Like it was like Mike Conley 3, Michael Porter Jr. misses a free throw, Jaden McDaniels 3, Jaden McDaniels 3 again.
It was wild. It was a great game.
Yeah. But do you think we're just so thirsty for a superstar that we're just every Anthony Edwards highlight we're like, oh my god, yes, or is this really happening right
I'm
now?
gonna let Justin go.
I think it's both, and I don't think thirsty I don't think thirsty is a bad thing. I think we definitely are like looking for stars. Bron and Steph may be the biggest players in the league, and they're on just dog shit play-in teams. So like it's not fun. And like Tatum. The best player arguably is Jokic, who's boring. So like Anthony Edwards is like a legit personality. He's like in that Marshawn Lynch type personality where like this dude seems like authentic to himself in a way that people like him. Like, I mean, after that dunk, did you see the clip where he's with the reporter and he's just like, watching him dunk on him, and he's like, "Weak ass nigga," and just saying it, smiling like
he's on TV.
But he ain't like trying to catch himself or nothing. He just kept it moving, and the reporter's just like, "Yep, that's it." So,
I also love. Is that the first time we've seen someone dunk so hard that both guys had to go to the locker room?
I've never seen that.
That's crazy.
I've never seen that.
Didn't he concussed John Collins in the nose or something?
John Collins can't play.
He like missed the next game.
Yeah, I'm dead ass serious. Like he dead ass can't play. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's great. Weisberg in the chat said Ant literally was asked for his jersey, and he's like, "Nah, I need to give it to Collins."
That's crazy. He didn't meet my man though, because they're from Atlanta. He didn't meet my man Colin. He met like for real He meant like for real, like the dude he dunked on. I just want to know. I'm trying to verify.
Yeah, I think so.
That's crazy. But that's really disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie. This is what I think. I don't think we're thirsty for a star at all by any means. I think like they're ready to pick the right one. Because I think if we was thirsty for a star, we would have gave this shit to Tatum. You get what I'm saying? We would have gave it to any American who's cooking. But like I feel like Anthony Edwards has like this kind of like, you ever watch Dragon Ball Z when the motherfuckers is yelling and they got the energy around them? He has that. Like he's like charming. He's fun to watch. So I think like they kind of want to push him to be the next person. But I think it all depends on who wins. Like whoever, like I think it's going to be a different story for Drake. Irish Drake, apologize. Jason Tatum. If he wins, it's going to be a different story. I think everybody's going to follow that bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? I think if the Thunder could make a push and even win, I think SGA is going to be, he's handsome, he's fashionable, he's this, he's that. I think it's whoever wins. Like I feel like they attempted to make Jokic a superstar, but he don't really want to be doing interviews and all that stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't think we're thirsty. We're just trying to pick the right candidate, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I agree with you too. I think both, like, I think Ant and SGA have the same levels of charisma, but it's just different. Like
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
It's like you two. It's just Justin is SGA and Steve is Antman.
SGA always trying to be pretty.
Hey man, I'm not happy at being. I'm happy being Antman.
Justin, I've seen you walk into a room.
Yo, Justin, I don't know if you told him. Yo, you pulled up in like a tweed Wes Anderson like blazer pants to a comedy show that they was doing in the back of a bar. Yeah. Do you understand how crazy that shit is? Everybody had tees, button-ups, band shirts. I look at the corner, I'm like, yo, this man got a full suit.
No, he brings
it. With a hat, the Pharrell type hat, bro. Nah, I'll never forget that, bro.
I tell you, I still remember there was a shirt I wore last summer, and Justin was like, that's a good shirt. I'd wear that shirt. Nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
For sure. Bro, if you got some sneakers on and Justin goes, yeah, I could have had those. I already won.
Yeah,
I already won because you ain't have them. That means I already won, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to say one more thing about the superstar thing. Do you care about like this whole idea of like we need an American star? Because it's so funny. You do? Go ahead. I won't.
Can I go in?
Yeah.
So my man from Angels, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's on the Dodgers now from Japan.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a scandal dropping right now, by the way.
Oh my God. Don't say that to me, bro.
Dude, they just fired his interpreter because supposedly he was embezzling money and gambling on games.
Okay.
But like initially,
but it's not him. It's not him.
Yeah, but initially though, he said he was paying off the gambling debt. And now I don't know. It's a little murky.
Murky. I can't use him as an example, but in various of other sports, whether it's soccer or hockey, I feel like who's ever the most talented, they kind of just push them. Whether it's Ovechkin from like Russia, Cristiano from like Portugal, they kind of push them. But it's like, it's kind of idiotic to me. The sport is made in Canada and you're trying to push someone who's American in the sport. Like, It doesn't matter. For me, as long as you're doing your thing, you're winning. I get the NBA wanting to push you because everybody wants to be part of a winning culture. But I don't think the person needs. If the person is Jokic, the person is Jokic. If the person is Luka, it's Luka. If it's SGA, it's SGA. Like, I'm not against it, but don't try to make it like, well, we can't promote them and here's the American. That's stupid. Well, it's idiotic for the sport.
And that's what I was wondering because, like, I feel like every podcast has talked about that in the last, like, 6 months. That's come up a couple of times. And I was like, I don't think once I've ever been like, man, I wish we just had more Americans up there. If we had a few more Americans dunking, like, I don't care.
No, I think some of it, too, is just kind of like the personality types of the stars at the time. Like, just Jokic is Jokic. Giannis is kind of... Giannis has a specific personality type that's very like happy-go-lucky guy, like which can be grating for some people. Who's the other guy that was like dominating? Like Tatum. Yeah, I think it's just. I'm forgetting the other international player. Damn.
Wemby. I'm here for the Wemby.
I think Wemby. I don't think people would say that with Wemby because Wemby's kind of a wild dude. I think not a wild dude, but he's more out there than those other guys. And I think we'll see that soon because he already's making like Louis Vuitton deals. Wemby's like,
yeah.
My Haitian parents know who Wemby is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's getting crazy. And I think that's a fine thing if he's the face of the NBA.
I'm here for that.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter where you're from. It's like, are you winning? Are you fun? Let's get it.
That's where I'm at too. And that's why I like Ant is like awesome and fun. So I'm here for this. I'm here for like keep putting a microphone in his face. I'm ready for it.
For sure.
I'm ready for all the Ant stuff. Steve, where you want to go next?
So you guys were having a life, and I was coming back from my job, and I decided to watch the Mavericks versus the Nuggets. And I was just like, Nuggets are gonna clean them because like I don't believe in the Mavericks. But when it got a close game, because I seen this shit live, and I seen the switch between Kyrie and like Joker, I was like, Joker about to smack this shit. And he went with the fucking one hand up. I swear to God, bro. I had an iced coffee in my hand, like this motherfucker missing. When it was all net, all I could think about is replaying of like little like TikTok clips of people going, well, Kyrie just has the most beautiful game. You don't understand his game. I was like, all right. Everybody on the podcast that's a Kyrie fan, I get it now. I get it. That was impressive. That was nuts. And it was really, really good for me because I needed Denver to lose. Just so OKC can stay number one. So Kyrie, I'm not going to give you a 10 because I don't fuck with you. 8.5, best new music on Pitchfork. Shout out your layup.
8.5 on that one?
8.5. We can't get 8.5 in Pitchfork is a 9.5 in normal people talk.
I didn't watch the game, but look, I saw that shot, and that shot is crazy. I'm watching it right now, and nothing about it makes sense. He's like going across his body to his left. It just hits a running hook shot? A runner? Yeah. I'm not even really sure exactly.
It's like a shot put.
Yeah, and it just drops perfectly. And like you said, you're like, oh, everybody's gonna run and say Kyrie has a beautiful game. Look, Dame Lillard was tweeting about it. Like NBA players was like, this dude is the most skilled ever. Or, this dude is ridiculous because that shot is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It's insane.
As that play happened, I was like, oh, they're gonna fire Jason Kidd today. Where I was like, this is the play you drew up, Jason. Like, this is your last game, man. You don't get on the bus. Don't get on the bus. We got an Uber outside. You're gonna take you home, Jason. You're done. I was like, I can't believe that was the play that was drawn up. And then for that to go down, it was incredible. Like I know this is like classic Zakarian to make it about Denver. Jokic played good defense. That was like he closed out on him. I
thought he blocked it. I thought he was. I swear to my mother, I thought he was going to block it. I'm like, there's no way that's going in. There's no way.
Yeah, you force somebody to take a hard shot, and you're like, yeah it's not gonna make that.
And it does. It's so funny because like you were talking about earlier with the Timberwolves and how stacked the West is. Like, I feel like you catch Dallas on a good week. I mean, you're out. You're out in 5 games. Like, if you get Luka and Kyrie hot at the same time, you get one Daniel Gafford game, one PJ Washington game.
Asking a lot. That's already asking a lot.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I feel like the Dallas Mavericks is like that specific bodega you go to. Where it's like, yo, if my man's is behind the counter, this sandwich might change your life. But if that guy's not there, we're gonna be like, yo, man, maybe we should Uber eat something else.
Gotta get out of here.
Gotta get out of here, bro.
So would you take Dallas? So, because like right now, Dallas might play Minnesota in the first round. Would you take Dallas or Minnesota?
If there's no Rudy. No,
I think Rudy should be back, but Cat might not be back.
Is Nas back?
Nas should be back too. I think he's just got a concussion. Like that, Rudy and Nas might miss like 2 more games, then they'll be back. I don't know what's gonna happen with Cat.
I'm gonna take Minnesota for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You too, Justin?
I would take Minnesota. I would take Minnesota. They're great defensively, and I think
too many that's good. People.
Yeah, if you're great defensively, you can have a better chance of slowing down Kyrie and Luka, and you're definitely going to slow down these other. Yeah, you're stopping the PJ Washington or Daniel Gafford. Like, what is Gafford going to do against Rudy? Like, or Derek Lively, a rookie?
On, dude.
It's just.
Yo, let Gafford live, bro. He got that.
He's good. He's a good player. I would I don't know. You think Tim Hardaway is going to give up, or like Ant Edwards is giving up points to Tim Hardaway Jr., who lost his jump shot again?
Tim Hardaway. What happened, bro? What happened to Tim Hardaway?
He was
also
rocking...
you. Oh, go ahead, Steve.
No, you can say. You can say. I was gonna say some bullshit. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm also gonna say some bullshit. I've been waiting to say this for like 2 weeks. This is the last Cavs show. Daniel Gafford has taken the mantle from Al Horford with like the prettiest eyes. I think every time they cut to Daniel Gafford, I'm like, what is this commercial actor doing on the bench for the Dallas Mavs?
Yo, he got some nice eyes.
I was like, Al, check the DNA. We need a genealogy ancestry.com. Daniel Horford from here on out.
Right.
Oh my god, man.
Also, I want to say Ian Curtin in the chat, was his first time here, said the European disrespect will not be tolerated. I asked him to name some Irish players then, and he said Pat Connaughton, which
yo, tell Ian the Irish dude on Aston Villa is crazy. Is it McGinnon? McGinnon is crazy.
There you go. Steve's
Joseph McGinnon on Aston Villa. When he pull up, give him the Guinness for free. He's crazy.
Speaking of, and just some more Ian love here. We went to a bar on St. Patrick's Day weekend and watched Ireland take down Scotland in rugby, and we got very into it.
You have to, bro.
They had the audio on in the bar. I actually am a firm believer of this. If you put the audio on for any sport in a bar, I will lock in.
Nah, lying. You lying.
Yeah.
You lying. Because there's shit that's considered a sport y'all wouldn't consider a sport. Bro, I've turned on ESPN 7. Motherfuckers was playing chess. Don't lie to me.
Okay, chess, I will jog the line.
Hey, look, when we were at the in-season tournament, they had the audio on for the rodeo. And I did watch. Okay. I watched a little bit.
Yo, that's crazy.
Hey, it is crazy that the sportsbook had that on instead of the basketball games I was actually betting on. But
we had to go to multiple bars to find a basketball game on. Also, Justin, let's be honest. We were not watching the rodeo. We were watching other people take their hats off for the national anthem within a casino to the rodeo.
That's true. I ain't never seen that. I never seen somebody take their hats off and stand for the national anthem when watching it on TV. That's crazy.
It was crazy. But to go back to Dallas a little bit, I do feel like I would take Minnesota too, but I do think like that combo of Luka and Luka can win you 2 games on his own, and so can Kyrie. And so I feel like they are going to be like, I wouldn't be pumped if I'm Minnesota. I wouldn't be like, oh, thank God we got Dallas in the first round. I'd rather play Sacramento than Dallas in the first round.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When we get to that topic, I'm gonna tell you my opinions on the Western Conference because I'm not trying to do it too early, but I feel you. Yeah, I feel you.
All right, where should we go? Where do you want to go next?
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I've had the nicest compliment ever said to me in my life. My very close friend, Hal, he said that for his office job, they had box seats to watch the New York Knicks. Ooh. And he said, yo, bro, if you was an NBA player, I think you would play like Brunson. And I almost cried right there. And then I had to be like, is it because we both have big ass heads and we're like slightly chubby? And then he was like, nah, but yeah. So it was like a backhanded compliment.
It's still nice.
Jalen Brunson averaging like 40 in the last 3 games is nuts. 40?
It's wild. And you see the last game, I think it was against the Sacramento Kings. They played Josh Hart 48 minutes.
Yo, can I just...
It was the Warriors.
Oh, Warriors. Thank you.
Can I just say, Josh Hart, man, likable Draymond? Can we say that?
That's great.
Can we say he's likable Draymond?
He's got a podcast. He's not the best player on his team.
Nope. But he could do everything decently. You know what I'm saying?
This is good.
He might give you 9 points, 10 boards, 6 dimes, 2 steals. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I'm here for Mr. Breast Milk, Josh Hart. I fuck with.
Oh, that was a crazy quote, man. That really, we've all been in that situation where someone's like, I mean, honestly, this is probably me a couple weeks ago with the 3 of us, where like retelling a joke and everybody's like, wait a minute, I don't know.
Yo, to be a complex and be like, yeah, my top alternatives to milk, breast milk,
that
almond,
was crazy.
That's insane.
That was crazy. That was crazy. Also, I will say he is so charismatic that he's making Jalen Brunson charismatic. because I don't
It's
think
wild.
Jalen Brunson is charismatic. Like I've listened to those podcasts, and he's like pretty. Like this is not a slight to Brunson, but he's pretty boring.
Super.
I listened to that one with Ben Stiller, and it's just like they just let Ben Stiller talk for like 30 minutes at a time. Like they,
but basketball IQ, they know when to let people cook.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh yeah. No. So are you taking the Knicks seriously now? Like I know that Randall has got this like mystery injury. He'll be back at some point. OG's missing a couple more games, but like, how seriously are you guys taking New York right now?
If we play in the Magic,
yeah,
that's dinner.
Mm-hmm.
But if any other matchup, I ain't gonna lie, I could go any other way. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm not scared of the Magic. But when it comes to the second round, come on, bro, it's over. Like, let's be honest in New York. Are we really beating the Cleveland Cavaliers again? Do you really think that's happening?
I honestly like you guys more than Cleveland. I feel like outside of Boston's the only team that I think is way better than everyone else, but it's also Boston where they like sometimes forget how to play in the playoffs.
For sure.
But like, do you trust like Milwaukee
to beat New York Knicks? Are you serious? Yeah.
Yeah.
If we talking about to beat the New York Knicks, yeah. Do I trust Milwaukee to smack the shit out of Boston? No. But also, if I'm being honest with you guys, this might be a hot take. I might be smoking crack, reefer. If Milwaukee has to play Indiana, I'm watching all 7 games. That's all right. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying who's gonna come out of it. I'm saying for me, that's a sexy playoff series.
That would be fun. Although I don't think Halliburton's played good basketball since we saw him.
You know what Halliburton need to do? He need to go on an Apple, Disney Plus, whatever, High School Musical, lock in.
Like he needs to watch it or he needs to be on it?
He need to watch every single High School Musical and be like, all right, let's get it. You think I'm fronting? If he watches it, he gonna be like, yo, how come my man Zac Efron didn't get an Oscar now? I gotta be putting more dimes in. Yo, he need to go watch High School Musical. Halliburton, I know you be lurking on these sites. High School Musical.
Is he injured? He's
just playing ass, bro.
He's shooting 17% from 3 in March in 9 games in March. So just
it's
like
rough.
Yeah, he's 1 for 7.
Yeah, he's terrible right now.
You know, he had a comment yesterday too where he was like, it's tough because everybody is being like, hey, you didn't score enough points. I bet on you. And like, I don't want to say that I don't believe that that's true, but I also I don't think that's super new, right? Remember, like football players used to talk about this shit all the time where it's like, I don't care about your fantasy points. Like, is it that new? Do you think they're hearing it that much more? Or do you think they're more online so they're just seeing more?
I think it's someone who I saw somebody on Monday and he came up, it's like a friend. He came up to me, he was like, hey, Jaden Ivey just got me that over 21. Like that was what the conversation started with. So I do think it's more ubiquitous because it's on apps and because football was, event television is on one day.
Yeah,
I think it was more. It's been around, but more contained. And I think the basketball players are probably getting it more now, like straight up, just like I got this parlay or something like that. I mean, he's playing bad or comparatively bad to what he was doing earlier in the season,
right?
So I don't think that's the reason, but I definitely think it is increased. I mean, there's just more gambling, and the NBA is doubling down. If I'm not trying to preview the next segment, but
we can tie that in right now. I'm fine with that right now. I was surprised by that. I just saw that last night. That I was surprised for him to say that. But no, that's a good point though about the football stuff, where the football's a little bit more condensed. So like one day your feed is lit up with that stuff. Where in the NBA you're playing 3 games a week and it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday or whatever. So you're hearing it a little bit.
It's also like if we're going gambling, it's kind of like it's a little the basketball game is a little degenerate, right?
Yeah.
Like you're taking like player props for I don't know a midseason game. Again, Daniel Gafford, like we taking rebounds over. Is that what we're doing? I've taken a parlay that included Alec Burks this year twice.
Did it hit? Did it hit though?
No. Of course not. Of course not.
Yo, hold on. Can I say something though? Yo, if you a chef though, you're not supposed to listen to other cooks though. If you the head chef, you get what I'm saying to an extent, bro. Like, yo, bro, if you betting on Halliburton and you don't know he's 20-11, then you should have never put whatever in Top Dog Fantasy. You an idiot.
Yeah.
You don't know game. So don't go up to the game expecting Halliburton to have 36 and 15. You know what I'm saying?
No, I totally agree with that. I think.
My bad.
No,
I've seen a clip of a dude recording Jimmy Butler, like, please, Jimmy, score like 4 more points. I need to pay my rent. It's Jimmy fucking Butler, my guy. We're not talking Dame Lillard. We're not talking about Tyrese Maxey. We're not talking people that get buckets. We're talking about Jimmy motherfucking Butler. Why are you betting for Jimmy Butler to have more than 23 points?
You don't bet on Jimmy Butler.
And what Jimmy Butler said, I don't give a fuck about you, you and your family. Yeah, yo, Halliburton, don't even blame them. Just tell them the reason I'm shooting this poorly, I have it connected with Troy Bolton. That's it. When you connect with Troy Bolton, you will be killing them, bro.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows you don't bet on Jimmy Butler until April 15th. You got to wait until it's playoff season. Once he gets cooking, then you can start dabbling in the Jimmy Butler. I mean, to go to, like, I wanted to pull up this Nate Jones tweet too. So the NBA announced something the other day that was just kind of like, hey, we're gonna make it easier to bet on League Pass. So like within League Pass, you'd be watching League Pass and they were gonna like show lines, you'd be able to like click 2 buttons and all of a sudden you bet. And I am an avid gambler, specifically around basketball. I really enjoy it. I can't figure out who the fuck this is for. Like, I don't know. Because it's like Justin said, it's on the apps. It's very easy to place a bet. I don't know why it needs to be a part of the League Pass game. And it does feel like we're entering this. And I know some people, I tweeted something about it. People were like, oh, is this you're saying it's the downfall of civilization? I'm like, no, just relax. I'm just saying, I don't know if this is needed. Like, I don't know anyone that's not betting on sports already that is going to see this appear on League Pass. And it's like, maybe I need to fire a couple bets up. Do you know what I mean? Like, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe do you guys think this will actually attract more people?
I'm gonna let Justin go.
Attract more people?
Or I guess I'm just like, who is this for?
It's for the gambling companies to give the NBA more money. I don't know who they're doing it through, or if they have multiple, or they have their own. I didn't really read the story that deep, but it's just, I think it's a money grab, and because everybody, every sports league is doing it. They're doing it. I don't really see it's wild to have it so tied into the app, because it's always been like an unspoken thing. Like, we know the lines are available, but we're not showing them. Like, the NFL broadcasts don't show like, oh, Colts Rams -7. It's not in their promo package or on whatever Sunday ticket. So it's wild that they're adding that. But I think it's just a money grab. I mean, honestly, why would you? League Pass is not a good app. It's like notoriously a bad app, and I'm not putting my money into a bad app, and that's what I bet through or learn lines through. What if lines are updating slow or they're like fucking stuff up? I wouldn't trust it as a service. They should fix the app instead of that. But.
Yeah, I just imagine, like, I feel like it hurts more people that watch League Pass than it helps. Like, I feel like more people that watch it regularly would see that and be like, why is this being thrown in my face? Versus people being like, oh, I guess I gotta fire a bet in. Like, I just don't know. I feel like anybody, like you said, Justin, betting on basketball is already super degen. I don't know how many people are like seeing it a line on League Pass being like, well, I guess I'm now turning the corner.
Just a bunch of people watch it. Like, look, when I went to that Pistons game, I was yelling. The Pistons started. They were down 20 the whole second half, and then at the end of it, they started to hit the threes at the very end, and I was yelling like, "Nah, I don't need this," because I had Pistons losing by 7 or more. So that's basketball, because you'll get bullshit buckets at the end of the game. It's garbage like that. So.
I do love the idea that I just wish I was there watching you like freak out if you had money on that as the threes are raining in. Like, God, no.
But
I want. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
That's it. I was just
Oh.
saying it. Evan Fournier was burning me.
Yo, fucking Evan, why is he playing? So I wanted to pull this up too because this tweet like rubbed me the wrong way, but I don't know, maybe I was just getting on a high horse. So Nate Jones, who is also he works for a company that developed what is it called? It's like insoles or something like
Yeah,
that,
Move
right?
Insoles. I think
Yeah,
he's
Move
also like
Insoles.
Dame Lillard's agent or something.
And he's also, one of Dame Lillard's agents, who I normally like enjoy hearing from him. But yesterday said, I actually think League Pass is a net negative for the NBA. Too much access to games has made games carry less weight. Meaning, I think if you're going to have League Pass, it should be very expensive, except for maybe 1 or 2 days a week. And I think I understand like the premise of this. I don't know. What were your thoughts? I know I sent that to our group chat. Did that hit any buttons at all, or were you just kind of like, nah, whatever, dude, that's just Nate Jones?
I think there's a tweet in that thread that said we got to get this man out of Silicon Valley. Like that's like that's startup brain. Like, oh, here's a good product. Let's make it worse for more money because for scarcity. What the hell is this?
Yeah.
This is like This is dumb. This is straight up dumb. It makes no sense.
So
I reject the premise. It's like taking two different issues and just mashing them together and just like, yeah, we should make it more expensive. It was expensive, and more people didn't sign up, so they made it cheaper, and it's still a bad product.
I just want to say one thing. Like, I don't gamble like y'all too, but I just want you to know I have a couple of friends that do, and they feel a little guilty about it because like I've seen homies that like gamble on like y'all gamble on respectable shit, but they'll be gambling like there's a game. I swear to you, if y'all don't believe me, y'all can Google this, where a rocket goes up, and as long as the rocket doesn't hit something, you get more money, and they will gamble on this shit like it's game 7.
Oh, is that like that's like Succession? That's like
yeah, for sure, dog. For sure. Yeah, it's big business like Waystar Co. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you say respectable. I did well last night in Underdog, and it was mainly because I had a good read on the Washington Wizards rotation with Kyle Kuzma, Denny Avdia, Tyus Jones all out the game. So I honestly was betting on Rockets not crashing, and it was just Justin or Julian Champagne. I'm not even sure the correct pronunciation, but my man cooked.
But hold on, Mike Z. You kind of have to know ball to make that bet. But if you're telling me I just got to watch a rocket go up and press back before it explodes, I have a problem. So I think there's dudes that's like, I can't bet on the big teams, but if I could bet on the little teams, it could be like, I think it's all of a.
No,
like
I got you.
You get what I'm saying? It's a mind game for the people that aren't that familiar with basketball. So like Justin said, it's definitely a money grab. I don't think less of it, but my man Nate, we're not paying more for that.
Yo,
we're not paying more. He's
crazy. I almost quote tweeted this and I was like, I don't know if it makes sense, but I just wanted to quote tweet with a Marie Antoinette like gif or whatever of just like let them eat cake. Because that's what I was like, wait, hold on. You're saying access is bad for NBA fandom? Like it should be impossible. So what the only product that we should have access to is fucking Lakers and Warriors games. That's it. Because that's all we would get. We would get 9, 10 seed matchups. And that's all. That's all we would get. That you shouldn't be able to pay $14.99 a month so that Justin could see Evan Fournier get shots up. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't even think it's like making the games less precious or less. That's the schedule. That's just what it is. It's not being able to watch them. That's just because they play 82 games. And also, what person do you know that doesn't really care about the NBA but has League Pass? Like, name a person. I know people who love the NBA who either financial or just not going to spend that money ain't going to buy a League Pass. They're like, no, just watch what's on like ESPN or something or illegally stream it. It's the games being on. It doesn't make sense. If anything you want to fix about League Pass is we got to figure a way around these blackout rules. I would be a Knicks fan if I could watch Knicks games, but I can't because I'm in New York.
Yes. And you can keep blacking out the Nets games. I don't need to see the Nets games.
That's
keep
good.
That on blackout.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Or like, why can't you charge me like it's 14. I don't know if it's 14, whatever the number is, right? Charge me like $8 extra a month and I can get my home team games. Something like that, right? There's good, like, that's how you can do it. Like, I can't have Knicks games. I pay $5 extra now. I get Knicks games. Like, do something like that. But the idea of like, what's ruining the game is that too many people are watching it. Get the fuck out of here. God, it's terrible.
Man. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Hey, man, shout out to zigging when everybody else is zagging. Everybody else, nobody's watching the NBA. There's too much fouls, like woke police, all that other bullshit. And he's like, nah, man. Too many people have league pass.
I hope, honestly, I'll respect this if like 1 month from now he just like screen grabs how much he got paid from Twitter for that engagement from that tweet. If he does that, I'm back in, Nate. Like, if this was an engagement play, a content play, sure, go get it. Go get it. I hear. So Ian in the chat said, petition to put all Detroit games before Christmas so we can enjoy basketball after Christmas. I feel like that is a good transition to get us into our Detroit minute. Hold on, let's pull this up.
No, we don't even need
Detroit basketball. Detroit basketball.
Also, I love that Justin was petitioning not to do it.
I've never seen you deny the segment, bro.
Hey, bro, it's over. The season is over, man.
Now the season is over, dog.
Hey, man, I had like a little bit of hope, but now Asura Thompson's out for the year with a blood clot. Prayers up for him. Hopefully he gets healthy. Isaiah Stewart's out with an injury, and I think also so they can play James Wiseman more, I guess. Jaden Ivey has regressed in the last couple of weeks. He's been looking a little rough. I think he had a good game the last one, but they have won. They had a 3-1 stretch. They did. I said 5 games this month. They won 3. Yep. They still have the Wizards at the end of it. They'd have to pull up
the worst
something.
record in the league.
Yeah, well, they're ahead of the Wizards.
I'm saying that's going to be.
That's the game.
That's like the Super Bowl for the.
Yeah. So I mean, there's not a lot going on in the Detroit streets. I'm going to be honest with you. Have you watched any Pistons or like kept up with like Cade or anything like that?
I've literally been on the receiving end of just like betting beatdowns with Detroit, where like there was one game last week where Monty was like, or supposedly it was Cade, but Cade was kind of like, you know what? I don't need to play the fourth quarter. Let Marcus Sasser do it. I'm like, why? Why are you doing that? And then like 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago, Jaden Ivey didn't come back in the game because we need to make sure Evan Fournier was cooking out there. I will say I'm a big Jalen Duren fan. I'm rooting for him. He looks good. But yeah, it's that Asar Thompson stuff scary. Blood clots are scary. I hope he's good.
Yeah. So I don't know more about that. If you're deep in the Pistons Twitter, which I'm sure you aren't, Jalen Duren has apparently stopped passing out of the short roll to the rim. So you'll see him not make an extra pass anymore, which is a fun thing.
Get those shots up.
Yeah, he's getting those shots up, and the defense is kind of. It's like, oh well, how what is the ceiling on this man if he's not going to play any kind of competent defense?
Wow. I like his rebound overs.
Hey, did you see that? Watch that play where Bam hits the game-winning 3. Jalen Duren is trailing in a transition and guarding somebody who is covered. Never once looks at Bam. Bam gets a wide-open shot.
Well, he was probably stunned because Cade took the shot. He was probably what?
We don't know what Cade was doing. Cade has been cooking mostly, and then he'll stop cooking. But he at least looks like a real guy. He looks good enough. I want him to get him out of here.
Yeah, first quarter, like 10-4-3, cooking.
Hey man, go flourish. Go flourish elsewhere.
I've never heard nothing like that for a fandom of a team. Yeah, he looks so great. I just don't want him there anymore. He deserves better things. That's insane. That is insane.
Steve, I know you wanted to talk about some sorry, dude, you have more Detroit stuff? I didn't mean to cut you off.
I don't know. I just also shout out to the Knicks for selling us a false bag of goods. My man Quinn Grimes just played like 1 game.
Yo, what I tell you, in New York, they do you greasy. give you straight up a mini Snickers for a full chopped cheese. That's what we did. Thank you for my man Bojan and all of that. You feel me?
All
right, I'm done.
Oh, that was good. Wait, so I know we kind of talked about SGA a little bit, but Steve, you mentioned you don't think people like SGA?
Yo, so you know what I mean? I don't go on Twitter and look at like articles and what's popping and whatever. I go on basketball Twitter. That's what I got a burner for. Just basketball Twitter. And I woke up one day and I'm like, yo, they talking crazy about SGA. SGA is boring. SGA just gets fouled and does free throws. And I'm like, yo, why y'all talking crazy as if SGA don't got the tween jump shot, silky to the rim, nice pass, basketball IQ. I'm like, yo, y'all was talking crazy about my mans. Y'all should have said it's about Jokic. Like, what is going on? Like, why y'all hating my mans for? Fashionable, handsome, leading his team. I think all of his little, what do you call it? The little press things are funny as hell. He had Jalen Williams jumping like a little girl. Like, why are we hating my man? I think SGA is not boring. I think it's crazy to say he's boring. It just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? If you like basketball for real. If you like basketball for real, it's great.
I think he's like I think the Thunder are the Connor O'Malley, Gary Richardson, Carmen Christopher of the NBA.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That reference, you just lost everybody. So, respectfully, so I'm gonna say liking them is like liking the show that's not nominated for the Emmy, but saying this show should be nominated for Emmy. But we're not gonna say four white dudes and a black guy nobody knows.
Come on. Everybody knows. I think all contributors to I Think You Should Leave. How about that?
Oh yeah. My man that was honking the horn. Yeah, I'm sorry. Forgive me. He was also on Joe Perry's show. Forgive me. I'm wrong.
That's right. We're back. We're back, baby. We're back. But I think like collectively, every time, like you were saying, those post-game interviews, they're they're so fun. I think they're too hipster though. I think they need to have like a big playoff series where they beat like the Clippers, or they need to beat somebody real in like the second round. And then I think all of a sudden people will start appreciating how like they like each other, how cool SGA is. Like SGA's reactions to stuff are insane too. They asked him like, how do you what was it? Like, how are you so consistent in the clutch? And he's like, because I do everything the same all the time. I go to sleep at the same time, and my life is consistent. And he just like, and it wasn't even like that was a programmed bit. He just was like, that's what I do. I was like, man, that's so fucking cool.
The little rap Instagram, like the little captions that's raps. I'm like, how do you hate this man? Like, how do you hate someone that's basketball IQ is just popping? Like, I think when he does the tween and he gives you the shoulder so he could look at like the corner and the paint. I'm like, broski, that's so smart. Give you the little dime. I'm like, how do y'all not like that? But you like my man huffing and puffing down the street, throwing the ball like, come on, bro. Let SGA rock, man. He rocking Converse. He's rocking Converse.
It is. It's crazy.
Come on. Let's give him some love, y'all.
Also, speaking of crazy, Adam Hurley comes into the chat every couple of weeks and just says some wild Lakers shit, dude. Your team is ass, Adam. I'm sorry.
Yo, Adam, I see you because you just peeped the JJ Redick LeBron podcast and you're like, my man LeBron know a lot. He gonna do something. So I see you, bro. I see you.
Did you guys watch any of it?
Yo, first of all, you have to watch it. If you listen to it, what's wrong with you? Bro, we don't know. You're not gonna know what the fuck they talk about. First of all, JJ Redick got this big light on him. So this is the play. And he's writing everything. I'm like, how did you think this would be audio? Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's a television show.
Have you guys watched The Gentleman at all on Netflix?
What is that?
It's this new like Guy Ritchie series. It just came out. It's got the dude from the second season of White Lotus, Theo James.
For sure. Yeah, I know.
They do this bit in there where they say some like jargon that's like British slang, and they almost have like scribble type like font come onto the screen that explains what the slang is. That is essentially what JJ and LeBron are doing, where they're like, "Oh, horns up the ass, 4-5 X24," and then like they got like the language that comes up, and they like write it up. And I was like, "Oh, it's Jason Gallagher, formerly of The Ringer, and Guy Ritchie producing this?"
The aspect I love the most is everybody's like, "Oh my God, LeBron's basketball IQ," and like Darsha Hamby from Las Vegas Aces is like, "Isn't this just Xing out?" And I'm like, "Thank you, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful season, Darsha. Thank you."
Oh, so good.
I haven't checked it out yet.
Yeah,
It's good. It's good, Justin. It's fun.
It looks
Just
like it'd be
watch it,
good. It looks
Yeah.
like it'd be good. I just like, yeah, it seems like a meaty watch.
it is a meaty one.
Super.
I texted you guys this. My favorite thing is LeBron busts out a wine that's important to him because it's from the year that they won the bubble championship or his one of his championships.
The Ray Allen is the Ray Allen joint.
Okay. So he busts that out, but every time he takes a sip, and I don't know if you notice this, Steve, but every time he takes a sip, he immediately like pulls out this big jug of water and fills up his glass. And he's like, "I am not getting caught on this podcast."
Never.
So it's like a sip of wine, water.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I refuse to get drunk.
Yeah, I respect that. You're LeBron James, bro.
Yeah.
You got
No,
it.
me too.
And what's
Smart.
crazy is you can't even get caught up in that kind of podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not even a podcast where you'll get canceled, bro.
You hear what he said about back screens? Oh,
Also, JJ not letting him get out of here. You know.
Nah, come on, man. You know JJ.
JJ protecting the assets.
I don't know if y'all know this. JJ saved Kyrie.
Saved them?
Y'all don't know about this. Kyrie, before JJ was JJ Redick on the podcast, he had an episode where Kyrie was like, "Dinosaurs ain't real. This, that, and the you think I'm fronting? That shit gone. Try to find it."
Oh, he scrubbed it.
Yo, if you think I'm fronting, put Kyrie Irving, Jimmy Butler, 2019. Put that episode and listen to what they said. You're not gonna find that podcast with him and Kyrie. He saved him, bro.
Yeah, you're right. I don't see it. I see Jimmy Butler, but I don't see Kyrie.
Come on, bro.
That's great. That's great.
Hey, JJ, you got people's backs.
I know we kind of went all over the place tonight. I apologize. I think I was doing most of that, but we had a couple other things we wanted to get into. I don't know. Do you want to? We had like the Western Conference playoffs, and then any March Madness takes, and we can get out of here.
I'm gonna say this. I thought maybe it was like 2011, maybe it was 10. One of them. I thought the Western Conference was crazy.
Yeah.
This Western Conference playoffs for the battle of sixth place, it might be the best ever that I've seen in my life. I'm not talking about 1995, whatever. I'm talking about in my lifetime. This might be crazy because no matter who you get, you're fucked. Clippers might get Pelicans. You're fucked. You know what I'm saying? Who's ever third, you got to deal with Sacramento. You're fucked. Who's ever second might have to deal with Dallas, Curry, Braun. I'm like, yo, every first round matchup is must-watch television this year. And I'm excited for that no matter how it goes.
Yeah. Well,
even the play-in. Like,
it's crazy.
Oh, Michelle sighting? Let's go.
Yo, that was a mean dance.
That was good. That was good.
No, she was she thought she was being slick and wasn't on camera. I was like, fully.
He was stupid on camera. That was good. No, I agree, man. The West is gonna be wild. I also I know we didn't talk about this at all. I'm super in love with the Pelicans right now, and I hope they go on a run. Trey Murphy, Zion, Ingram, fucking Larry Nance Jr. I'm here for it all.
This they do this. They had this stretch the beginning of last year where you're like, okay, they're real. And then they fall off. So it's towards the end of the season looks good. So look, hey, Zion is y'all was talking as Steve would say, y'all talking crazy about Zion.
Yeah.
Zion is out here doing work. I'm seeing Zion play perimeter defense.
Yes, on Kawhi.
Yo,
was locking up Kawhi.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all for real. I fuck with the roster of the Pelicans. I love CJ. I love all the gang. My man GTA. I fuck with them. You gotta move them out of New Orleans, bro.
Yeah.
There's too many activities for Zion. Zion can't be focused to win. If you could get a fried bologna sandwich with chips on it, with the whole daiquiri that's frozen, go down to the strip club, it's never going to happen.
Let's do this. Let's do a quick draft of where the Pelicans should switch locations to. It has to be a current NBA franchise. So
It has to be a current NBA franchise?
Yeah, I think so. I think so,
Okay.
right? Because we all can't pick Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Like
I was going to pick Portland, Maine. I ain't going to hold you.
Oh, Portland. All right. Portland, Maine, that's a good spot. He'd do easy stuff.
Yo, Portland, Maine, you know they don't got no strip clubs, bro.
No, just
and if they do, they're not gonna have women that's gonna entice it. Zion, you feel me? You feel me? Let's keep it real, respectfully. Shout out Portland, Maine. I went there; it was beautiful.
Shout out Portland.
Shout out Portland, Maine. They got my man role model. Great music. He's dying. I'm dead ass. Dead ass.
Oh man. I don't know, Justin. Where would you put them? Where would you put the Pelicans to keep them safe? I guess.
Sometimes, like, you know, Steve already knew. Sometimes to be safe, you have to be in close proximity to your danger. So I'm putting them in Houston.
I knew where you was going, bro.
It's like you multiply 2 negatives for a positive.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yo, Justin, you're a clown, bro. You're a clown.
Man, I immediately was like, put him in Salt Lake City with the Utah Jazz. But what if we give him Park City? Like we give him a little bit of culture of Utah, but not something. You know what I mean? They just moved the Park City Pelicans.
I got you right now. You got to move my man to Vermont.
Yeah.
Iowa. What's another one? Nebraska. Huh?
Nebraska.
Yeah, shit like that. It gotta be no disrespect to those places, but you know you're not Liddy. You know what I'm saying?
You're not New Orleans.
Nah, New Orleans is crazy.
Yeah.
New Orleans is crazy. I know you know how I know it's crazy? My mama's 64. She said it was crazy. 64? I said, Mom, you was getting cracking in New Orleans? She said, why not? You only live once.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I don't know when the last time you've been in New Orleans. Yeah, but there's no age. There's no. Everybody has agreed that New Orleans is the place to get lit.
Yeah, she was eating
1, 2, 3 never happened.
She was eating Haitian food while drinking Crown Royale and Coke. I said, all right, Ma.
You can do that at like 1 p.m. on like a Wednesday, and everybody's like,
whatever. You see what I'm saying? We set Zion for failure, bro.
Yeah,
because it's not one Crown Royal, it's the bottle and a full rotisserie chicken with a shorty that look nuts. That's his daily night, dog. Yo,
we can't do much, man. We have to end it there. We have to end it there. We got it. That's a rotisserie chicken. Woman that looks nuts.
Hey man, if all I gotta say about March Madness is yo, Caitlin Clark, get me this bread.
Yo,
don't get it for the Iowa. Get it for women around the world. Get me this bread.
There was a great piece. I forget. I think Wright Thompson for ESPN wrote a great piece on Caitlin Clark that everybody should go read. That came out today. That was really, really good. Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm filling out all these men's brackets. I don't know a single player.
Clicking buttons, baby.
All I know is Jalen Williams' brother is cold.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he's cold. I don't know nobody. Oh, and my man that played like he at Rucker on Kentucky. He's cold.
Oh, I don't know.
He might be my fave. Is it Rob Dillingham? Dillingham is crazy. Yeah. Rob Dillingham is the ultimate jinky majinky. Braids mad tight, mad lanky.
I believe he's an overtime elite guy.
Oh yeah, and what they be doing over there, Justin? Playing the most homicidal, unhinged basketball. He's jinky majinky. Yo, somebody draft Rob that I like, please, please.
Oh man.
Hey, real quick though. Yeah. I believe in Cody Williams just because look at that man's braids.
His braids are crazy.
His braids. He has like the Kawhi in college, like,
or
Shamar Moore and multiple.
This is not the right crowd. They don't know. They don't know. If you got those kind of braids, it's either you about that life or you balling 24/7. There's no in between. You're not gonna run up to him and be like, "Hey, bro, you're watching the newest episode of The Bear." He's gonna be like, "What is that?" It's ball or I'm going to the streets. Yeah, Cody's crazy. But once again, everybody go look up Rob. It's nuts.
All right, Steve, get us out of here.
You know what I mean? You just listen to 89 Cavs, the best basketball podcast in the world. That's Justin. That's Mike. I'm Steve. May all your endeavors go well, and may all your jump shots be wet like water. Shout out Ireland and Io. You heard me.